Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go.
Hello. I was not expecting Jody to not be here, but I guess it's just me. She's coming back. She just texted me coming back now. Hello guys. Welcome to Browntown. I hate how big I am right now, but it's okay. We're just going to keep going. Okay. Welcome to Browntown, guys. We're doing a lot of shit today. Welcome to all of our regulars. Boots on the Ground, Jay Schwad, Jacob, all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. There she is. I feel like I should have been way more panicked about that, but I wasn't, because I just kind of looked up and there I was. There she is. I was just saying I wasn't I didn't know that you had left, so I just looked up and I'm like, why am I so big? That's something I tell myself almost every time I look in the mirror, really. So anyway.
Chrome crashed. Now I'm getting one of these things like, do you want me to report the problem to Apple? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I need them to know about what just happened there. Okay, hello. Yes, my hair is brown. I didn't mean for it to be like this. This is the one day you're getting it. So this and the girl dinner we just did. No, it's going to be a little lighter. So little. The blonde was just looking a little brassy and very unhealthy. So
yeah,
I decided that after all of the great advice you guys gave us about getting our hair repair, I got it looking real cute. Then I put this brown dye in. Now I'm putting some blonde in, getting it right back to ground zero, I guess.
You're really going to Brown Town.
Oh, idiot. I'm going to be farting my way through the next couple of days with this hair. So
Jean said the same thing. Fitting for Brown Town. That's right.
You
Yeah, I
know it.
love it. I love it, but I get it. Like when you're used to some brightness, like you want some brightness around your face, but it looks amazing.
It's my natural hair
wish
color.
I could go dark.
Did everyone notice my shirt though?
Okay. What does it say again? Karma is a cat.
That doesn't have that weird bottom thing. It doesn't have that second part on this one, but I bought a second Taylor Swift t-shirt because everyone trolled me so hard about that. I decided to just embrace it. And it was in it was in my Amazon cart. And
in your Amazon what?
People don't like that, babe.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, you know I bought it.
Okay, and I bought some light bulbs for this lamp that I keep in my house that I never turn off. And every time my mom goes, she's like, "Do you want to turn off that lamp?" I'm like, "No, it doesn't go off." Anyway, I accidentally bought
me. I'm the lights police. I was like, we're wasting electricity.
You would, if you were like living with me for like a week, I think you would just camp out in the kitchen and make sure I shut the fridge, because that fridge is open all the time.
What?
I saw TikTok about that, saying like for like, I don't know, a certain type of neurodivergent or one of those that like people like that like to have it open. And this is why I do it. I keep it open because there's such a pleasure in getting everything done and then closing it once.
No, what?
That's
Wait, so like while you're cooking, it's open.
If I have more things to put back or take out, the fridge just stays open for the duration.
But you're warming everything up in there, and then it has to recool everything else down.
It's okay. It comes out of my credit card and auto payments, so it's
this is getting me agita. Like
anyway.
No, I can tell you what happened. I would be like, do you want me to get the fridge? I can get it. I can get the fridge for you.
This is my system.
And you'd be like, no, it's fine. I'd be like,
I don't live with anyone.
Are you sure you don't need a hand?
That guy that is in Come From Away is going to stay with me for that week. And I'm just so, because I haven't lived with anyone.
Well, get him a sweatshirt because he's going to be freezing. You leaving the freezer and the fridge open all the time.
Anyway, we need to get out of here in exactly an hour and a half because Jody's got an important meeting phone call. So she's got a hard out. Yep. So we're going to get her in and out.
And someone might be going out this afternoon.
Well, that someone ain't me because that date got rescheduled.
Again? What? Yeah.
He rescheduled it this time, and I was like, yes, but.
Oh, okay. So you're playing a little game. Okay, so Amanda had a date.
I don't think he's really
She
participating
gaslit
in
him
this.
into thinking he had the date wrong when she just wanted to reschedule.
I
And now
got
he's
way too
rescheduling
high.
you.
You know why I got too high? Because we were recording, I think, the Teen Mom episode or something, and you were like, you said something about 10 milligrams, and I'm like, 10 milligrams, and then I felt FOMO. So then halfway through that episode, I popped the second 5, and then I was out. I was in space. I'm like, there's no way. And then he's like, oh, I'll be there in about 10 minutes. And I'm like, I didn't hear from you, so I just assumed it was off. So I went to my mom's house anyway.
Oh,
all of that
God.
to say, I don't know if this is going to work out because he said something yesterday. Like, we talk all day long. I already said the grammar was kind of bad. He said something yesterday that was kind of to the point where I'm like, I don't think this could ever work out. It was like something just really, where I'm like, that might be a deal breaker.
Text tone. You gotta go. Just go.
Can I tell you what the thing was?
Yes.
But you don't know what the thing was. What are you thinking it is? What are you thinking it is?
Something with kids.
Nope. It's like way worse than that. It's something where, like, if I told you, you'd be like, no.
Oh, this is a good one. Jean, thank you. Is it racist or homophobic?
No, it's worse.
He goes to church. I'm totally kidding, you guys. I'm totally kidding. He
unironically, and the only reason I really debated even telling you this, but I'm like, there's no way it's happening. So he unironically texted me an Austin Powers reference.
Like, was it like when he's like
no, guess which one it is. It's the worst one you could do.
Okay, this might be the time where I admit that I haven't watched all the Austin Powers movies.
He unironically sent me, "Do I make you horny, baby?"
No.
Followed by, in brackets, that's an Austin Powers reference.
Oh.
I don't see a future here.
Was there a gift to follow?
It was a shock. What? No. No.
So it was a "Do I make you horny, baby?" You got that one. Did he say tee-hee?
That was an Austin Powers reference. Yes.
Wait, T-E-E space H-E-E.
It was either a tee-hee or a hee-hee. He wanted to make sure that I knew that it was a joke, as if I didn't get the reference.
Okay, everyone is saying blocked. No, everyone is.
Listen, he told me that he's got a really big. So I'm like, okay, well, but like that was kind of the only thing keeping me kind of going here. But like the Austin Powers things, I just don't know if that. And now I've told all of you, so I can't come back in 2 weeks being like, I have a boyfriend.
Well, now I'm curious. Like now you need to see
the dick,
if it actually is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you ask?
I don't know if it's worth it.
I mean, this is totally against my.
Well, I already told him not to send me anything because I will show it to all my friends.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I don't know where we go from there.
Do I make you? Do you have like a list of like favorite movies, favorite TV shows? Are his interests comedy, for example?
Are any of those things? Will any of those things be good enough to get over the Austin Powers reference, and then the explanation of I was trying to be funny? He'll still send it if you ask. Danielle says, "Yeah, okay, well, okay, maybe that's my next step here then."
Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so he's going to reschedule. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see if it just fizzles out. You don't text anymore.
No, he's like we text all day long, but then I just ghosted after that.
Oh, and there's been nothing. Okay.
This morning he asked, "What are you up to today?" And I said, "Oh, I have 4 recordings." And he said, "Ooh, busy girly."
Oh, okay. I don't like that. I don't
I don't want this.
It's got like a little bit of like a.
Yeah, like exactly that.
The comedy is too old. It's too dated. Well, you know.
It's like a Borat reference. If Borat would have made me a little more tee-hee about it. Anyway.
Like, I feel
Let's
like he's
move
gonna
on.
make out like a Budweiser joke, or like a who let the dogs out.
My
Like
God,
one
you know
of
what else I didn't tell you? I'm sorry that if anyone who doesn't give a shit about like my hilarious dating life, but
I think this
the
is
other day when
amazing.
I was watching Teen Mom on my phone, 5:30 in the morning, I got a message from that first guy that I went out with that I like left unread.
Okay, yeah.
He texted me at 5:30 in the morning, a period.
Okay, so he wants you to know.
He wrote,
that
"Hey,
he's
last week. Hey, no punctuation. Didn't respond. Week later, period." 5:30
okay.
in the morning.
I'm gonna say that's equivalent to like a Facebook poke.
Or was it like what a girl would do? Like, oops, didn't mean to text you.
Yep. Didn't
But it
mean
was
to,
a
but like
period. Also, could there be a more bare minimum way to reach out? An emoji would have been more effort.
I don't like the subtlety of it. We're adults here. Just be like, hey, thinking
What's
about
up?
you, wondering if you want to meet up again. Would love to have dinner.
But don't you think this shows growth? Because like 2 years ago, Amanda, I would have been fucking with this guy for sure. I would have been like, oh my God, like I would have totally
Well, this is
continued
great
to.
growth. You deserve more than a period.
Right? I deserve more than an
That's
Austin
just
Powers
immature.
reference. Anyway,
Yeah,
let's
that's
get on
pretty
to
that's
what
pretty
we're
bad.
actually here for,
Yeah.
and that's
Although I
some
could talk about
brown
this all
action.
day.
Yeah, I actually could too.
That should be a girl dinner. We should do a girl dinner.
About
Like text faux pas.
yeah, we can. Yeah,
Worst things you could possibly text. Best things.
let's do. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of stories for that they could submit.
Yeah. Oh, I would
Well,
love
speaking
this.
of which, let's get into some housekeeping. Actually, and I'll play the little song because I actually like remember it.
Okay.
Here it is. This Robyn's Kitchen.
It's very relaxing. I like that song.
Kind of is.
It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
So
I'll,
we have
I'll go
been
in the comments
recording.
now. Thank you for handling the
Okay,
comments.
so we've been recording a whole bunch. We have really good girl dinners and TRPs coming up, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
But first things first, in our Sister Wives land on We Love to Hate TV Patreon, we have another part one, as you can see, Meri
It's
laughing.
funny. We both got catfished by the same person.
She and Cheryl are laughing.
Oh, we are laughing and eating salad
Also,
for 8 hours.
Meri's story about if, how, and when she found out Sam was Jackie.
Oh, we had to pause to look up
ebb
the
and
info.
flow and change, and can't quite follow up on
the show Pan Am kind of got interspersed into the whole thing, and then her reference was wrong.
Completely wrong.
That was my 100% undeniable proof.
That's
it wasn't
how
actually
I
Pan.
knew. But you didn't, babe. So anyhow, check that out. That's catfishing part 1 over on Girl Dinner.
Oh,
and
Emily
as you can
Diaz
see, our
just
graphics
said, girl dinner
are very
ideas.
girl dinner.
Here
you go. There's
effort.
the cover.
Emily says, girl dinner, the utter audacity of men. I have a doozy for you.
Like that.
Great. We'll submit them. They'll be our next one. Great.
Right. On Girl Dinner, we recapped the latest episode of Teen Mom, where Amber
dropped today.
It's like, speaking of drop, when Gary 2.0 dropped to one knee and proposed to Amber.
I actually will marry you. Yeah,
that was possibly one of the most awkward proposals I've ever seen on TV, on TikTok,
not just
ever.
Teen Mom. Not just of Amber's proposals.
No,
she's had a few.
No. It was really bad, and he's like, Amber Portwood, will you marry me? I really love you a lot.
Did you get that?
Did you get that? I might just have to get a table nearby and send you guys a cocktail to celebrate.
To the pretty lady in the glasses over there.
Are you ready for your birthday spectacle? I'm ready for you to use correct vocabulary. Like, that would have been my Austin Powers text. I would have been like, my what? You mean spectacular? I can't. Okay. Anyway, so check that out. And then over on Total Request Podcast, TRP,
Also tier one.
we recapped an episode of America's Next Top Model, season 17, All Stars, where they made a viral music videos. I'm sure you've all seen these videos because they went viral.
Yeah, they're like, this is the key. We're going to make a viral. And as they're recording, Jay's like, don't forget, guys, this is going to go viral. This is a viral video we're making. So check that out. That'll drop on Thursday.
And then they had a little twist where they had to add in pot leadum. I'm sure you guys don't know what that is, so tune in.
Model backwards.
Tyra's
by
pretty.
The way,
she's a genius.
We kind of have a real schedule here. Now, don't hold us to that because we're gonna fuck around. But for the next little time being, Mondays will be Browntown Live starting September
9th, the week of the 9th.
Yes, 9th. Mondays will be Browntown Live. Tuesdays will be Girl Dinner. Wednesdays will be Sister Wife rewatches on tier 2. Thursdays will be TRP. So Monday through Thursday, you're going to get something dropping in that box every day.
All
Fridays
day, every day.
Fridays, you get a break from us. Yes.
That's right. So yeah, stay tuned or just set yourself a reminder. And now, shall we head into some hot topics?
You know it.
First, my self-proclaimed arch nemesis, Neve Shulman.
You have a few.
Got himself in a little accident. What happened, Amanda?
He was on a bike. I was trying to watch an interview, and I'm like, I just don't care about this man at all. But he did get into a bike accident that shouldn't have happened at all. And he's just thinking about how lucky he is. And there's all week, there's just been like pap walks of him walking around, really making a snack out of it. But he did come pretty close to death, I guess. So, I mean, lucky. Good for him.
He strikes me as the type who is probably riding sans hands. Like, oh, look at me. I'm just like chilling, you know.
You know who could use some Neve in their life is Meri and Cheryl.
That's good because she was catfish. She should reach out to him, see what he can do. I mean, so, obviously, I would never wish that on anyone, but I do think it's interesting timing because I believe we named him as one of the humans on Earth who we absolutely know would call us
fat. Yes, for sure.
Just saying.
Not to our face. Because on the show, I remember him and Max were doing a lot of wearing like Black Lives Matter shirts, female power shirts. So I don't think they know how to be on camera, but behind the scenes, we're getting called fat immediately.
I feel like his wife is very, very hungry. I mean, like organic oats and tempeh.
Remember on there was like a season of Catfish where like I think they were trying to like test to see if how the audience response would be if like she was the co-host and she was on a few episodes.
Oh, I remember.
Not good. You remember?
Yeah. They were
not well received.
Together and with her, they came off. It was very like the what do they call it? Like a inspiration couple or like the
live, laugh,
goals.
Love. Yeah. Chelsea and Cole.
Too much. Yeah, not good. So another great man
among all men. Oh,
Scott Peterson. So he's back in the news.
When was he out of the news?
So there was the new Lacey documentary, and then on Peacock, there's is it 3 parts? A 3-part documentary, and it's seemingly supposed to prove his innocence.
This is his side of the story. Okay.
Yeah.
I was watching a woman who is unhealthily in love with her brother-in-law. And the brother, his own brother, doesn't really seem to be involved in this in any way.
Yeah, we don't see the other Mr. Peterson. So just the
looking
smarmy, smug look on his face here. He's got an explanation for everything. However, his explanations are not that good. And all of the other evidence Like, they're like, okay, well, it had, I mean, there was a robbery across the street, and like, how do you know that they didn't do it? And it's like, well, he bought a boat and he went out fishing on Christmas Eve when his wife went missing. How do you know he didn't do it? Like, everything.
They were able to kind of bring to the table like, oh, well, actually, this little like the Martha Stewart meringue thing seemed to be a real smoking
Oh,
gun. Where I'm like, okay, so
yeah.
he got that part right. Doesn't negate any of the other actual evidence. And you know what I forgot to say last time we were talking about this? I feel like Monica Lewinsky just popped into my head, but like Monica Lewinsky, as someone that history is going to look back on, like, we did this woman dirty. Amber Fry, I feel we really did not treat her like today.
No, we didn't.
She would be like the most famous woman in the world because she was badass. Like, she was recording him from before she even told the police. She was recording him early on, like also like kind of our own mind, like little like secret dream come true is to be like, oh my God, I know somebody that possibly committed a murder. Like, what can I do here? Obviously. But she's a badass. Like, why don't she was seen as like this like harlot?
I'll tell you why. It was her hair. It was a bad choice of hair.
Great at public speaking. But yeah.
But she had a makeover with who was her attorney? Like
Gloria.
Oh God. Was it Gloria already? No, was it?
Was it?
Well, whoever it was. Any attorney is going to give her like a little makeover, the softer hair and everything. But she went in with the messy bun,
Steinem.
like, but it had this thing. No, Gloria Steinem. No, Gloria Steinem is like the feminist.
Yeah, no, I think she did help her.
Did she?
Yeah, because I think people were coming after her. That might be
okay.
All right. Okay. Well, anyway, it's glorious.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. I think it was the hair was a little like, ooh. Yeah, she's like a little mousy, but that's terrifying what she did. Like, that was incredibly brave.
Yeah, she kept it to herself.
She was still getting the phone calls after the press conference where he's like, you did so great. That was amazing. I love you so much.
That is chilling.
God. Yeah. So he's in there. He's in prison, and a lot of the talk ended up centering on this watch that she had gotten from her grandma that was like kind of gaudy. It had like a lot of, I don't know if there were cubic zirconia or diamonds or crystals or something. And there was a similar watch that was pawned at a local pawn shop, but they don't have like who it was or anything like that. They don't even know where the watch is. And his camp is hanging on to that, being like, it was stolen, they pawned it, or was it Lacey? But that seems to be just like a red herring too.
Yeah, no, I think
it didn't go well for him. What was supposed to make it look like he was innocent, he is not. But it is confusing because I remember hearing, and I think you did too, and you got really excited, was like, oh, the Innocence Project is taking on his case.
Yeah.
But then it screwed him because the Innocence Project only takes on inmates who are on death row. And because the judge did or didn't ask a question to the jury before the trial, it made him ineligible for death row anymore. So they took him off. So now the Innocence Project is like, okay, well, we're not going to handle your case.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that part. All right. Well, anyway, the documentary is not good. The Netflix one's good because that one's kind of, it actually mentions Lacey a little bit more and stuff. And Scott, I don't know. I guess he'll get it. He's getting another trial, I guess, just to like tie up any loose ends, but then bye-bye.
Yeah. Not a big fan. You saw a documentary this past week that you're like, I love new documentary, guys.
I didn't think it was new. I just
saw that 2018.
Like,
but listen, it's hot to us. Parkland inside Building 12. Tell us.
Okay, but first of all, the title is really good. That's like a very very good title. But I saw on TikTok, I think somebody have you seen people on TikTok? It's like, the documentary that I just watched, don't watch it by yourself. Yeah. I'm like, all right, what is it? Anyway, this is one of those. And I was
the best documentary of the decade. And you're like, really?
Now, me and Jody like some effed up shit, like effed up documentary. We like
Mhm.
these kind of things. And this documentary, okay, I didn't really know a lot about Parkland, a lot of the school shootings because there's so many of them, kind of get mixed
Correct.
around in my head. But this one was like recent, so you got to hear about every single person that died, which was awesome. Told by the family members. They never say the
Yeah.
killer's name. They never like they give him nothing basically, and they just kind of show you with dots, kind of like this is where this person was. So it was just very fascinating,
Mm.
and it's intermingled with real cell phone videos from like the kids
Oh,
inside. Again, this
wow.
is going to be no. A lot of people should not watch this.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that kind of shit because in the column in Bowling for Columbine, they show like the CCTV footage, and that part is like so fascinating to me. So anyway, if you like that kind of shit that I like in a documentary, I wasn't enjoying watching it. I just thought it was a
No,
good
it's a good
documentary.
documentary. Yeah.
And it gives you, it just really tells some great stories. And then the gun control conversation that was handled very respectfully and just
Oh,
like
good.
and the thing that stuck out to me the most is that one of the dads spoke out in like Congress or something, and he just
Okay.
says it should have just happened once. It should have just
Yep.
happened once. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of just the open and shut case of it all, right? It should have happened
Mhm.
once. But anyway,
Mhm.
that's just my opinion on that. But anyway, it's good. It's on YouTube for free, but you have to type in kind of all of that. Parkland Inside Building 12. It'll come up and it is free to watch. YouTube.
Ooh, okay.
Great.
Well, another documentary. It is hot, hot, hot. We can't get enough. Chimp
God.
Crazy on HBO.
This is the one we were waiting for, guys.
Sunday night, I stayed up until 9 o'clock so I could watch it on Max when it dropped. Yes.
And you
I
told me
think
by
I
the
texted
next
you.
you did. By the next morning at 10 a.m., you were already on your second watch. Did you watch Chimp Crazy yet? And I was like, oh, I totally forgot again. And
I'm
then
like,
I'm
they
watching.
talk about Travis and Charla. And you're like,
Well, I knew they were
like
going
I
to
don't
talk
know
about
everything
that.
about.
But wow, I will say the Travis stuff. You said, "Oh, this is a lot of stuff I didn't know before. It makes me
Yeah.
feel actually bad for him," which you never felt bad for him before.
Well,
I
no,
always felt bad for him.
I did, but this, no pun intended, humanized it a little more,
Sure.
like
Yeah.
learning how they really truly raised him like a child, like a
And
human
yeah,
child.
and the way we were saying this yesterday on Girl Dinner, I think, but the way that this documentary, that's a great picture.
I know.
It has
That's why I
one
threw it back
pixel.
up so you
Yeah.
could see real clearly.
The way this
Crystal
documentary
on
like
Max.
the arc that they're building here is so good because they kind of set it up in episode 1 and then they're like, well, this Tonka's missing. Then
Yeah.
halfway through episode 2, they just go, well, it couldn't possibly be living at her house because because no, you couldn't just keep a chimp in your house. And then that's when I posted this on our TikTok too. First TikTok in about 8 months, where it was like the guy is like, well, if you think of the most famous story of Travis the chimp, and I was like, oh shit. So they get
Yep.
into the whole thing. They tell the part I really hated was the cop who had to shoot him telling
Oh,
his account of it. I did not like hearing that. I don't want to
yeah.
know what that like looked like. I felt horrible. The whole thing was really fucked up. And I did feel like I knew most of that stuff, but the really firsthand account was pretty rough to watch.
Yeah, and how oh gosh, I'm forgetting her name. Travis's mom or owner,
Yes.
how like this wasn't the first time this had happened and she was overwhelmed. She needed help. The 911 calls, as you guys are talking about, they're absolutely horrifying.
It is really rough.
Um,
I've listened to that 911 call 100 times. And even on this documentary, I was like, okay, I can't. I really hate listening to it. And then they played a lot more of the 911 call that no one ever like heard before. Like after the cops arrived, you hear all of that. And that was
and you
really
hear
rough.
Travis
Yeah,
losing
I
his
hate
shit, which is really sad.
really sad and
What always
scary.
gets me, and I have a feeling because we're like pretty much the same person. The thing that gets me every time is when the 911 operator is like, "Who's attacking your friend?" And the way she says, "My chimpanzee," she puts the
My
emphasis
chimpanzee.
on the wrong syllable.
Of
My
course.
yeah. my chimpanzee, or the way she says it every single time. I'm like, oops, okay.
Now, for some levity here, you were really obsessed with the attorney. This is like your favorite guy. This is your guy.
Completely obsessed with Jared Goodman. He
Yep.
is just the snarkiest, sassiest. I want him to be my attorney.
You said queen yesterday.
He is a queen.
He's PETA queen.
Oh my God. I love it when Tanya calls him up and is talking about, so Tanya is being interviewed. She tells the director, like, yeah, I'll hand over my, what did she say? My receipts or my phone logs or my diary or whatever it is. And he's like, okay, well, I don't think PETA knows that. So they get Jared on the phone and Jared's like, okay, so I heard that you are willing to share some evidence with me. And instead of saying whatever it was that she was saying, because she's not, she has the same grasp of the English language as, I would say, a Farrah Abraham, Robyn.
Yeah.
As she told us, she and her husband are inundating their new house. They're inundating it. She meant renovating. Also, verbatim instead of verbatim.
It's actually very Kody Brown coded. Because Cody's
like, this is like my whole motif. My whole motif, I will tell them verbatim. Anyway, she starts going off and she's like, I'm just not doing this anymore. I am done. I am done doing this. This is like, where's Waldo with Tonka, and where's Waldo? And then she pauses, 10 seconds of silence. And she goes, where's Waldo? I'm familiar with the book. Like, I want to just answer that anytime I can. Just say,
that's like that guy saying the Austin Powers reference and then saying that's from Austin Powers. That's about how much that joke landed.
I thought it was, well, no, I don't think he was trying to be funny. He's just like, I'm giving her nothing.
No, I'm not.
And then she goes on and on and on. And then there's another silence. And she's waiting for him to say something, but he's just like, go on. Yeah. And you just hear him go,
I'm paid by the hour, so
just clearing his throat. I fucking love him.
My favorite nuance of this is something a little had nothing to do with anything, but I took a video of it and I sent it to you, and I'm like, this is my favorite moment in the documentary. I have it ready here, but it's were doing, and I know they kept this in for a reason, because it kind of, the background music stops and this just kind of exists in its own vacuum, but it's such a perfect moment for my exact brain and humor.
And you and I both have said we think, like, especially this episode in particular should get an Emmy or something, or
the whole documentary should get best doc. I mean, I haven't seen any other docs this year really, but this, or the Parkland.
Well, what do you
Can we get a retroactive Emmy for Parkland?
Yeah, this blockbuster hit that just dropped. Okay.
Anyway, but okay, so what's happening here is that, like, some guy, I don't even know who this man is, but he's kind of just curating the whole investigation. And
he's a bone expert.
Oh, he's the bone expert. Okay.
Tanya and her husband claim that they cremated Tonka.
Right. And she's like showing and it's like pink sand or dust.
Yes, it's pink powdered sugar. It is a very fine dust.
So they're going to gather a whole bunch of like pig and cow bones and shit and like cremate it. So now they've just put it into this incinerator and they shut it. And we just get this moment here.
Ooh. How long do we have to wait?
What? You asking me? For what? That? I think they said another hour.
What? You asking me? For what? That? I think this is another hour. Did you see how the music cuts off?
The bone expert is so great.
What? For what? That? That.
God, I love it.
Yeah,
it's so good. It's so good.
That's
and
just
Tanya
the real energy
herself
of the Oh, yeah.
Is just, to look at her, she looks so insane. And do you know that she's supposedly like 47?
Really? I would have guessed 57.
Oh, I would have guessed she was like well into her 60s.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, check it out. And you'll also get to see this photo about 14,000 times every episode. Because, hey, did you know Alan Cumming met Tonka like twice?
Tonka. I can't do a Scottish accent, but I love hearing his voice. So anytime he's narrating, I'm like really into. Also,
So
the
check out
last
Chimp Crazy on Max. You gotta
yeah,
watch
the
it.
second episode is amazing. Again, trigger warning, but like you don't see anything, you hear stuff, and then it's details that I don't really want to know. But the very last second of episode 2, girl.
Yes. Like stand up, like what?
Like, no, like I wish we'd found this documentary next week so that we could just binge the whole thing. But oh my God, you guys, like go watch it, please. And even if you need to skip the little part, like you'll know when it is in the Travis the
or
Chimp
when
section.
she slips. I won't spoil it, but she slips and they have the husband standing right there and he like looks at the camera like,
Oh, when she I thought you meant physically slipped. Oh yeah, he looks directly in the camera like, oh,
he's like, oh God, she's so fucking stupid. Like,
and then just the
one
Zoom
thing
meeting.
I told her not to say.
The Zoom meeting where the judge is like, I just need to let you know that your mic is still on.
She was like, fucking little bastard.
Because she goes straight from Robyn Brown crying to that.
Your microphone's not muted. Thank you. I love it. Great. It's so well done. All right, you know what time it is.
Oh yeah, here, let's do it. Let's get into it.
Brown Town. Everything's waiting for Pooh.
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna have to change that, babe? People don't like it.
Well,
People don't like it. All right, so let's dive into this. Everyone's talking. Season, oh God, what? 18, 19, 20?
20.
Where
I think
are
this is
we?
20. Is it 20?
Episode
19.
1.
I think it's 19.
Description has dropped. A house divided cannot stand.
Uh-oh.
Things get awkward as Cody, Robyn, and Christine see each other for the first time in months at McKelty's baby sprinkle. Meri tells her friend Brandy he's done with Cody. We're laughing. Janelle reveals that she's looking at buying property in Montana. Who knew?
Yeah. So, what that tells us is that we're going to be seeing some Tony in episode 1, which we're living Tony life right now. We're in our Tony, hot girl Tony summer in our recaps right now because we're in
Tony
the
summer.
Hot Tony summer, hot Tony autumn. Because we're right in that season of them getting married.
Sheer volume of the amount of Tony.
Pico de Gallo. Anyway, so that looks good, baby. The sprinkle. Okay, like
I know.
Fine,
just had the other one. Whatever.
I mean, and it's gonna start out with a bang, it looks like, with like an awkward conversation. Cody and Robyn have to interact with like people like outside of the vicinity of the outdoors of their house. And it's gonna be good. Janelle does not move to Montana, so I don't know what that was. But
I think she's always talking about moving to Montana.
Yeah, I mean, this is a teepee.
Living in a teepee that she wanted. Yeah, I know.
Montana is really nice. Meri, somebody on Facebook said, move over, Jen, because there's a new, and Joelle, there's a new girl in town, and her name is Brandy. I mean, they're auditioning friends of over there.
Yeah, she's got that new friend last week. Meri's just all over the place. She has her friend who can sing, obviously.
Who? What?
We heard it. Remember her friend?
Oh, the male friend,
dude.
Yeah, that got us demonetized.
Yeah, he's that good. Yeah. Oh, and you wanted to give us a little update on Big Love. So you're still binging.
Dump that. Well,
I know, but
okay.
But you're almost done with it. But I do think this is like, speaking of, because we're gonna be talking about Meri and Christine and Janelle all do this, but they're really leaning into that MLM storyline with Margie.
And actually, now I am happy that you brought it up because there was another major storyline that I forgot happened in Big Love. And that is wild. That what's her name? Nikki's daughter comes and lives with her, and then then the daughter dates like her teacher, Neve Campbell's brother, Christian Campbell, who's in the Reefer Madness movie. And anyway, so Cody, I was gonna say, Bill Paxton, what's his name? Bill has to divorce Barb to marry Nikki so that he can adopt the daughter. It's literally the same storyline. And it's like a whole thing. The whole season is Barb is like, I don't want to relinquish that. And then they get in a fight because now the money needs to be under Nicolette's like care because now that's her. And Nicolette has a spending addiction, so nobody wants her to be in
that's
charge of the money.
Oh my God, that is a lot of crossovers.
It's a lot of crossovers, babe, and with the MLM and the gay storyline, and then just everything talking like this.
It's for our sacred covenant, Barb.
Yeah, Barb just wants to. Well, okay, so I have half of the second penultimate episode left, and then I'm into the finale, and then I've decided what my new binge watch is going to be after this. I've decided, I think.
Okay, wait, hold
on.
on.
A couple episodes.
Okay, wait, hold on. Have you watched it before, or is this going to be a new one for you?
Yeah, I've watched it before.
Okay, well, I know you already did Grey's. You already did this. Will you give me a network?
What?
Will you give me a network?
I don't even know where I'd find it now.
Oh.
It's from like the 90s.
Empty Nest.
No, but you're kind of getting there. It's Everybody Loves Raymond, which I already did a rewatch on this year.
What about King
I've done
of
a
Queens?
What? I don't.
Could you do
I've
King
never
of
seen
Queens?
this. I don't. That's not.
I think you would like it.
It's not a comfort show for me though.
Oh, okay. You're looking for. Okay, got it.
I'm looking for something I can also look at my phone the entire time and then just say that I watched the whole series.
What about like a Chicago Hope, or some sort of like?
It's not really
like
my
offshoot of Grey's, like something that's got a little,
No, Grey's is kind of its own thing though, because it was so off the rails, and then all the cast drama. That's really what I was loving, and then that musical episode, obviously.
Good one.
Okay, so
Jason Cars.
no, hold on. Is that what he went with? It's not the words, but Owen.
Oh, you mean when he's in surgery?
Yeah.
He's doing like a torso transplant and they're just like spinning around in there, right?
Yeah, no, it's rough. Anyway, yeah.
So in actual Browntown, okay, we're in actual Browntown news. You have a little Facebook Messenger intel to share with us.
Okay, so this is from Kat. She I won't say her last name, but it's a cool name that is kind of related to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I mean, just not really, but in my head it does. Anyway, she messaged me. I don't think I even need to really read. I won't even read the messages just because I don't know how much she wanted me to even like read. But on Thanksgiving this past year, she messaged me saying, my stepdaughter was one of the cater waiters at Nelson Brash's well, God, wedding. And she's like, here's all the information. And I, of course, was like, obviously, I'll read this on our Madison Gets Married episodes. And obviously, the day later, I forgot that happened. So after we posted those, she's like, oh my God. And in the beginning of the first episode, part one, you looked up the photographer.
Oh, the photographer. Yeah.
And there's one picture where there's a person, a cater waiter, you can't see her face, but she's holding a tray. And we both were commenting, like, I'm sure this waiter really loved that now she's in like the wedding album. Like, and that
was her.
Yeah, she's like, that's my stepdaughter. And I was like, that's amazing.
God.
So she's like, yeah, go back and like reread that conversation that I sent you. So basically the main thing is that Cody was a monster the whole time. He was exactly like,
get ready, you guys. This is like, you're not going to be ready.
It takes a turn, but actually, maybe I'll try to find out if there's any extra juicy stuff. But wait, when was Thanksgiving? Probably in November. The wives were all nice. It was really hot. That was like one of the mainstays of the day. It was really hot. Cody was like rude to everyone. The wives in general were apologizing for him kind of the whole time. And they were all kind of openly laughing at Cody. Like that was kind of the vibe of the party, was like openly laughing at Cody. And like he was just making, which there's something always in my head. There's this little empathetic part in my brain where I always want to believe that like all of these people on TV, it's going to be like the last episode of The Hills, and you're just going to find out that they were all acting the entire time. And like Cody's not actually really like that, not that much of a spaz, but he was rude to everyone, and he just kind of thought that he owned the place. And then something about the cake, that stupid elk cake.
Oh yeah.
They like had to
The groom's
bring in
cake?
like all these different types of cakes because it wasn't red enough. It wasn't bloody and disgusting and gory enough. So like they kept bringing in cakes, or they were testing different cakes or something like that. But the best part is when, I don't know if it was actually her stepdaughter, but somebody, it was so hot. Remember that it's hot. Cody's complaining all day how hot he is. Schwitzing. The person walks into the walk-in freezer and there's Cody standing there, pants off, underwear, like he's swimming in the swamp, the pond, and he's just chilling in there. And then he was like, I think a dick was like, I'm taught out. So he's standing in there in his fucking skivvies, his tidy blackies.
That's like got to be against some sort of food code, first of all.
Yeah. I worked in a restaurant where we got a B rating because a rag was not perfectly slung over a bucket on the ground. It was like, in the thing. We got a B.
And the other thing is, who do you think you are that you just go to the back and just let yourself into the kitchen?
But that's just how his brain works. Like his brain just doesn't work the way other people's brains work. But I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
Because he's an entitled piece of shit.
Speaking of which, do you want to now?
I can get away with it because I'm Cody, father of the bride coming through. It is disgusting. That's like, I'm sure he probably had like little renegade pubes that fell out.
Do you think he had
little food?
Do you think he has little ladybugs like Lindsey Graham?
Oh God, that's day you made that reference and it makes me so sick.
I know.
Just Google it, you guys, if you don't know.
Weaved that into
so
2 episodes today. I haven't thought of that in months. But speaking of the entitled men, why don't we now talk about what Meri Jane sent us on TikTok?
Yes. Perfect.
Do you remember much about this? Because I couldn't find the bookmark, but or I probably didn't bookmark it. But it's a girl that I think also kind of looks like Meri Jane. Really pretty.
Really
brown
pretty
hair.
brunette.
Yeah.
She, like, I think she said she's always watched Sister Wives. She's never really been compelled to talk about it. But with this season coming up, she's like, I'm going to start this TikTok page and talking about it because she, I think she grew up with Meri and Christine. She's friends still with like Janelle, Christine. Is she related to Robyn?
Who was the one that there was one of them that she didn't grow up with. I think that was Janelle, which would make sense because Janelle didn't grow up in polygamy.
Yes. You're right.
She knows Janelle.
Right. And her husband like works with them or worked with Cody, I believe. So she knows them inside and out to a certain extent.
Yes. She grew up in this life. And her father, the girl on the TikTok, her dad is the current like prophet.
Right.
Or something.
So yeah, if anyone, oh gosh, I can try to look for her name too here in a minute. But she's going to start watching the episodes, kind of commenting on it. And I think it'll be really interesting. Someone who knew them way back then, and then
I got it here.
Who knew them now.
It's me. Okay, the name is Notes to Self 444. That's what she looks like.
Okay.
So I think she's gonna. I mean, all of these people come out of the woodwork. Like even when Gwendolyn decided to do a Patreon, she was like, "Do you guys like want that? You want like? Would you be interested?" I'm like, how did any of you grow up thinking that we wouldn't be fucking like salivating for this? And not McKelty and Tony don't give a shit what they have to say. This is my wife and I will protect her.
Was this the one? Was this the woman who said that like Robyn's mom always lived like she had her own house down the street or the next block?
Handsome woman.
So she never like kind of like Robyn, the Brown family scapegoat, you know? Oh yeah, they want the Sister Wives thing, but they also want their own house away. Honeymoon marriage.
Yeah, Robyn's mom was over in her own home wearing a button-up and the world's thinnest headband at all times.
Because she's handsome. She's so pretty.
Remember the episode where Cody goes out with all of the mothers-in-law for Mother's Day or something? And like all the women were Annie, Smoke Show Annie, all the other 3 women were like, and then it's just a bunch
the 3
of
handsome women and then Annie too.
Yeah. one more handsome than the next.
who clearly has always hated Kody and seen right through him.
That's why she wasn't invited. That's why she was shunned for like the first half of
Uh-huh.
Christine's marriage. Anyway,
That's right.
so guys, check her out. Nose to Self 444.
Yes. Okay, so let's jump into some Instagram. What do you think?
Yeah, let's get into Instagram, and then
Let's start with Meri.
Yeah, and then we're gonna get in Janelle. What, Janelle? What you doing? You need to step up your game on the Instagram. Nothing new. Just
She's
a picture of her
busy. It's
thing.
harvest season. And hashtag NC Garden Adventures, Amanda.
The one time she used that, she's got that hashtag going.
Yeah.
We're gonna do Meri's, then we're gonna do a little Christine action, and then we're gonna do some we got some breaking poos on Kody's Instagram. We'll get into that in a second. Then we're gonna close out the whole show with us doing the replay of the little 30-second stinger that TLC released for the first episode.
Oh, I like that. A little 30-second slice. All right, so let's check in with Meri. Meri's got a new friend. Oh, her new favorite human on earth. They're laughing.
Do you have the thing? Like, there's a whole big black like caption that I think I put right under that, which is the caption for this. This is her just posting it. I wouldn't write this much if I put a picture of you and me. I would not write this much.
Yeah, it's a lot. Also,
Robyn
her name
now.
is Robyn. Yeah. And of course, she wraps it up with like a nice promo for her Worthy Up.
Well, because I think the symposium happened and it went off without a hitch.
A symposium. That's right.
Yeah.
Meri's symposium. So yeah, Meri has a new favorite human friend move over Joelle and Brandy
and Jen.
Yeah. We got Robyn in town.
Through them. Yeah.
And is this a symposium?
Yeah, this is the result of it. It was a lovely. She said, "This was such a beautiful, empowering, loving experience. I can't thank you." And this must be someone else who
about Meri.
Yeah. At Real
Look
Meri
at Robyn's
Brown
hair there.
Ooh, it's
That
flute.
Robyn, that's a lot of hair.
Meri Brown, thank you for showing up and supporting. It was so wonderful to feel your positive energy fill up the room. Do you think it went better or worse than Leah Messer in the garage with all the tea lights?
Oh, stand in her power, y'all. This
stands in your powers is.
Remember when I said that you do that you stand in your power? Y'all's is every day when I was trying to order a cameo from her and she turned me down.
She was actually smart enough to get somebody else to look at that and be like, is this rule?
I don't know. Here we go with a Worthy Up tote.
Okay, this tote, I tried to get like a real good, but like this is a video, a rule, if you will. This is from Joelle.
How
cute is Joelle's Instagram. It's not cute. It's a canvas bag that says Worthy Up, and as you can kind of see from this picture, it is completely see-through.
Oh, good.
If I put I just don't like. I feel like if I put like corn, a jug of milk, and then a baguette in this bag, it would just explode.
Oh, you're going down.
This is what Meri is like giving away on her Worthy Up. To sign up, $600 a year, but you get one of these.
Yeah. And you actually only get half of this year because it's August already.
That's right. Yeah, prorated.
But you still pay full price, but you get a discount. You get 10% off for joining next year too.
And that's it. Yeah.
So it's totally worth it. And you could download the ebook.
Oh yeah, print it out with your own money. At FedEx.
What, 10-15% off on the merch shop? It's great, great deal here. Okay, so here we have Meri and her sweet Miss Zona.
It was National Dog Day, and the way that Zona is such a Meri word because you can hear her say it. Zona.
Mm-hmm.
She really
Zona
eats it.
Like
Zona. Anyway, continue.
I feel like I look like Meri.
You do, but you look like filtered Meri. You look like how Meri wants to look.
Oh,
the world to think she wants to look. I mean, but
remember
also
one Halloween I dressed up as Meri and it was like
no, it was really shocking.
Like I flipped all my hair over and I
think I was Robyn that year and I had like tight ringlets.
No, you were Vagina Daddy, I thought.
No, I was Vagina Daddy when you were Salsa Brava.
You know what? No, you're right, because you did the ringlets.
Yeah. And
I remember that.
eyebrows. God,
Also-
Halloween's coming up. We're gonna need new costumes.
We are.
I still have the top hat.
Oh, I was Taco Bravo. Yeah, I was Taco Bravo.
Salsa Bravo.
Salsa Bravo. Jesus, whatever. I'm thrown off right now because Meri and Zona are the same color.
Yeah, they really
They're
are.
like the same color family. They're both autumns.
Good picture of Meri, though. Like, I feel like she could use this on like a Hinge profile.
Her eyebrows have improved a little bit. Do you think she's microblading?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay. All right. Anything
Anyway,
else
she
with
loves her dog.
Meri? Let's
No.
check in
Slow
with
week.
Christine. National Waffle Day, everyone.
She was going to town with all of this shit.
Really?
Yeah, this, and then there was another one that I deleted where it was like, what's a quote that you live by, or like it was just really open-ended and very MLM sounding, but it's like, what's something that you aspire to, or what's something you say to yourself in the mirror every day? And some of these things were like, leaving my abusive husband. And then she's like, from experience, I know all about this. You go, girl. It was just a lot of stuff that I'm like, I don't know if anyone wanted you to post that. But anyway, another one of these things was National Waffle Day, which was August 24th. Did you celebrate?
I did not. I'm not a huge pancake waffle person. But when I want them, like I want them from a diner, maybe a Denny's, like just keep them cranking all day. Like they know their waffle. You know?
I want banana and pecans on there. Like that's butter pecan waffles. That if I'm going waffles, I'm going all out.
Syrup, little
bong hit beforehand.
Little tap with some powdered sugar.
Yeah.
Powdered sugar, all the difference. Can you tell we're a little hungry? So we also have what do we have going on here? Another recipe.
Well, everyone's asking about that. Okay, so if anyone remembers, I remember exactly where I was when I was listening to this. I was working at Sleep Rover, one of the worst jobs I've ever had, and I was cleaning the big dog room with my boot on because I don't know if anyone remembers. I fucked up my ankle, and they still made me work, and then didn't really get recognition for that. But I'm mopping, and I have surviving sister wives interviewing Peterson Brown, which is such a funny thing because both of them are like, that was a bad call there. Like when they were interviewing him, I think they were both like, okay, let's wrap this up. But like one of the funniest parts that they reference is just they like, I don't think they even asked about the mock tapioca. I think they were just saying like in general, like, what's your mom's favorite dish? And Peterson pretty annoyingly actually went into like mock tapioca. Totally. I feel like he's got a lot of spit in his mouth too.
Yep.
Or he's like a mouth breather. I think that's definitely what it is. But
no, I told you, I think Peterson should be, and I think I actually commented this on his TikTok. I haven't been on TikTok. I should go back. The TikTok he did with Janelle, like Janelle now has a TikTok account. Peterson is like absolutely embodies QVC HSN host. That he's like
a hype guy.
He needs to be a QVC host, like tasting things in the kitchen and he selling things.
His energy up.
Yes,
very
supportive. He needs to follow that because I really think he'd be highly successful.
Agreed. He's really good at it because like the way he was talking up this tapioca pudding. So anyway, I guess people will not stop talking about this. So she posted the tapioca pudding. It doesn't look like
people stop asking because I feel like I have seen her talk about.
Yeah.
Host
she definitely gives the recipe on an entire episode of Sister Wives.
She's never done an episode or anything without giving this recipe, basically. This and the dinner rolls that Cody would rip the top off of. Like that right there is a psychopath. But we need to stop with the tapioca pudding. And that doesn't look like, it looks very thick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know
what it's couscous almost.
I'm sure it's fine, but Peterson said people would like all the houses would just constantly be in Christine's house and eating the leftovers. So great. I think it's a good fridge meal. It's a meal that you eat standing in front of your fridge while you're looking for what your next conquest is going to be. A standing dinner is what we decided that would be called. There are some standing dinners.
As a meal.
No, not a meal, but it's like tapioca pudding is a good thing to have in your fridge so that when you're deciding what else to eat in your fridge, you can just grab that and just like, mindlessly eat.
We were not a pudding family. I don't think we ever once had pudding in our house. ever.
Not my or Jello. I think Jello is like so gross because it
Oh,
just
I
reminds me
like
of like you
Jello.
like Jello.
You know what?
That
My grandma used to make Jello, and she would put them in tiny little margarine containers, like with the lid. She would keep them, and so when we would go over to her house, we'd like open up the fridge, and there'd be all these little
oh,
individual
that's cute.
serving sizes of like different Jellos. We're like, oh, what color do you have? You know, it was like, and then you cut your squares, and you eat your Jello.
We should do a girl dinner called Dinner at Grandma's House or like sleepover at Grandma's house where we can just talk about like all the things that like all the things that only existed at your like for me it was Fresca. There was always
Okay.
Fresca at my grandma's house.
Oh, okay. Always had garden fresh tomatoes, Gary. She always had fresh tomatoes.
My grandma had a garden and we would shuck peas. We'd snap the ends
Okay,
off
we
the
need to jot
peas.
that down in girl dinner.
All
Okay.
right, girls. Great. All right.
Let's check out Christine's wish list here. She has on
Yes.
Amazon.
Alyssa posted this on Facebook. Is that right? I wrote down the name of the person that posted
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Explain
so
this to me because
I don't really know, babe, but it's Christine has a Amazon wish list and she posted. I like to see that her phone is almost fully charged. That's the first thing I look at when someone sends me a screenshot. But let's I just wanted to maybe check out, see what she's on her Amazon wish list.
a lot of Bear Bells protein bars,
Mm.
a men's button-up shirt with neon. What are those? Like palm trees or something?
For David,
Flamingos?
he's a crazy guy. Vacation David.
Oh God.
What is
Those are like
this?
Bahamas David. And then a board game called
Secret Hitler.
Yes.
Free
Yes.
delivery. $40. I don't know what that is, but among for 2 protein bars and a Hawaiian shirt, let's throw in some Secret Hitler. All right, what else we got?
Now this seems kind of like greedy to me. Like, hey, if you want to buy something for me,
100%.
like I would feel so
Still
weird
celebrating
doing that.
your wedding, Christine. We've all been celebrating your wedding for the past year, and now we all are about to relive it on TV. You don't need any more gifts.
And your grandbaby twin's birth that like no one really wants to talk about, you know. So also we have a wooden balloon dog sculpture. Interesting.
What am I supposed to do with this?
A shitload of WD-40.
For what?
Cans upon cans.
What kind of person needs that much? I don't think I'd bought more than one WD-40 in my whole life. I just carried it around with me. What would you need? Like, what kind of person would need that much WD-40?
That much? I have no idea. But maybe they're keeping some at the Airbnb.
Okay.
Maybe Christine's postmenopausal. Things are running a little dry. It's a lubricant. I don't know.
That joke was pretty blue.
Okay. I want to die right now. We have like even you just gave me like I've never felt more alone in my life. Like that was just the loneliest.
Yeah, you think
feeling
me
I've
of all
ever
people
had.
would have taken that journey with you, but no.
No, like
All
like of all my childhood trauma, adults circumstances.
That was the definition of that TikTok game where it's like, give me my money. Yay.
I haven't seen that, but Paige told me about it.
Yeah. The judgment.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
what
let's
else?
look what else on your wish list, and I'm not going to comment on anything.
We got a okay. I feel like if I was in a better mood, I wouldn't be annoyed, but I'm in like an okay mood right now. So I'm like, okay, Christine. It is a giant blanket that says, "This is my true crime watching blanket."
It's very I don't know, like 8 years ago.
I just
don't know.
but they
there's
are
also
that
a
couple,
morbid
though,
crime inspired makeup bag.
Oh, she's into the true crime. I wonder what Christine's favorite true crime is. Do you think she knows about cereal? Do you think she knows about Best Buy? Do you think if you said Best Buy and payphone, she'd know what that is?
No.
Okay, so what true crime does Christine?
Like a Lori hacking. I'm sure she's into like the Chris Watts that sort of thing.
Okay, the family stuff.
Yeah. In that area. Maybe.
She doesn't
You
know
know
Aunt
what?
Diane.
She doesn't know Aunt Diane, but she's probably like into like the Black Dahlia, more kind of classics.
The romantic ones.
Maybe even Jack the Ripper. Like I could see her and
All
Truly
right.
checking some books out, going to a cozy
Oh, yeah,
library.
because you add Truly in there, and Truly's going to open up a whole nother like
She's gonna have
level
theories
true
of her
crime.
own.
Yeah, Truly knows the more obscure things. Truly would have liked our girl dinner episode.
Also down here we have a set of baby blankets, some swaddles, probably for McKelty's baby.
And then a Merry Christmas Amazon gift card.
No, I would say, are we sure this is hers? But
Man, I guess.
I mean, it looks like it's hers up above. It says earn commission.
I think
I
she
don't know.
posted this. Like, hey guys, check this out. Here's my Amazon wish list.
I
I should
like
just do that. I don't like it
It's
either.
yeah, I was just gonna say, can we just like start posting our wish lists of things we want?
Yeah, then maybe somebody else could have bought me this second Karma as a Cat shirt that I now own.
Did we know that?
He's dying of cancer? Did they know that?
Okay, so I only have one Janelle update. Besides
I don't have any.
That video of Peyton on TikTok introducing Janelle to the masses. And that is, I saw on Reddit this little sister wives post last night. And I was like, oh, just maybe smile. You know,
Okay.
just like that. Fall mornings and some hot tea and cups. You know, I do love cups.
Gardening.
Oh,
Yeah.
Janelle spotting. I saw Janelle today at Marshall's in Greenville. She looked stunning as always and looks like she lost some weight. I was too shy and in shock to ask for a photo, but she looked great. And people are just like, oh, Janelle at Marshall's. Like,
Mother!
can you imagine just seeing Janelle across the store?
Yeah,
just
like
go through a little Marshall's rack, maybe looking for something for like Gabe, you know.
when oh, by the way, Jean told me that Gabe, I think, is moving to Las Vegas to be closer to Logan, which I really like because I want him to be close to family. I think, when you run into like a teacher or something like at the grocery store and it's like really out of context in your brain, kind of Janelle at Marshall's is the most in context way you could run into Janelle.
Yeah.
There's Janelle.
Yes. Or even like a Ross.
Oh, well, potato.
Yeah. I don't know if I could see her at Home Goods though. I think it'd just be too overwhelming. There's too many choices.
Oh God. I just like what I like.
Decorating's not my thing. I just,
Janelle knows her way around that one Marshall's. And so that's where she shops, which I get it. I like knowing.
She goes straight for the mugs. Because cups. Anyone have cups? Anyone have these cups? Just get a cup.
And then she posted, that cup thing was like a running story of the week. Because then she posted do you have any cups you don't use? And then it was like a survey that we had to participate in.
Yeah. Where did you get your cups?
Yeah. Tell me about the cups that you don't appreciate as much as you should.
How do you store your cups?
Cotton Candy says, would you guys go up to her or not in that situation? I think I
was
would.
Thinking about
this
is what I was going to ask you. Oh,
if we were together, oh God, I just don't know. Because if we were together, that would add a whole another level of manic.
You would just see two grown women in the back of the store being like, no, you go.
Yeah, and hyperventilating. I'm scared. But if I was
little
alone,
snacks here and there. No, you do it. No, you do it. No, I can't. We can do this. We can do it. No. And then we'd be like, wait, so I'm going over there? You're going over there. It would be a whole thing. Yeah. And then she'd leave and we'd be like, well,
we missed it.
Now that's over.
And then we'd regret it for the rest of our life. It would be our dying thought on our deathbed.
No, then we would go find something to eat and we convince ourselves that we actually did do the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, well, it probably would have bothered her anyway.
We're better than all those other people. Well, I think I would though. I think I'm a lot nicer to people now that I am sober. So I think if I was in the right state of mind and I was like the perfect level of edible, but I would just be like, Janelle, I don't know. Like, what do you say? Like, I think you're great. I think that's really all I'd say is I just really think you're great.
Yes. Yeah. I was going to say, I would probably get a little too chatty and I'd just be like, oh, from one divorced wife to another, I just really think you're an inspiration. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to bug you.
I think that's what you say to Christine because Christine is always ready to gossip. Janelle, I think, I don't want to talk about another life.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Ugh. And then I would start getting like codependent, and I would go to the counter. I'd be like, can I just give you my credit card and whatever she wants? Just like charge me for it, like a pay it forward sort of thing. And then
Remember that
I
Heather
wouldn't be able to let
McDonald?
go of it though.
Heather McDonald has a story in her book, which I own.
What?
Yeah, because the reason I started liking her is because she had that series, the Serial Sister series.
Okay.
And the Serial like Baby Mama on her Patreon, which looking back, I'm like, that was really kind of fucked up that she did that. But anyway, I was living for it.
And
so
her
then I
brother
got her
with mental
book on
illness,
like
yeah.
Audible. She tells the story about how when she first moved to LA, she like saw Jerry Seinfeld at a restaurant. Do you know where I'm going with this?
Yes.
And I mean, she tells it all the fucking time, but she went up, and I love this story. I'm actually shocked that she even admits that this happened. But she goes up to Jerry Seinfeld, like, and whoever he's dining with, and she says hello, and they kind of chat back and forth, and then she overstayed her welcome, and Jerry finally was like, all right, you got your minute, now it's time to go. Which I hate Jerry Seinfeld. I think he's a big piece of shit, but that's the situation that I need him to be in.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Speaking of men that we really don't like or trust or have any sort of patience for, Cody. Now you noticed something interesting over this weekend.
It's a bombshell. This is his Instagram page now, guys. Now there's nothing to scroll. There's nothing to do. This is his entire Instagram page, a screenshot. And I know because we go there like every week to look at these things. He has wiped it. He has wiped that poop off of his Instagram butt. And this is all it is now. And it's also just really strange, the ones he chose to keep.
Mm-hmm.
This is it, though. Like, all pictures of his family are wiped. There's one at the bottom here with his whole family, kind of. It's random people in the family, but Christine is not there. It's like him, Robyn, Meri, Janelle, and then I think Logan and Michelle. And so he kept that. He kept a picture of, I think, Axel and some other kid. And then like some pictures of a picture of like lit up flowers and something that's blacked out. Then a picture of him standing in front of like Voodoo Pizza. Picture of Ronald Reagan. Another blacked out picture. Fans 25% off Cameo. And then the most recent picture that he actually posted of the backyard, of looking out of his backyard at Coyote Pass. And then like me and Christine got divorced, me and Janelle got divorced, and then the Garrison post, which are all the comments are turned off. So thusly, it's like, I don't know why he's doing this. It shows me maybe that he does read the Instagram comments. That, like, what do you think of this?
I don't know what to make of it. I'm wondering if there's something like with the new season that contractually, I don't know.
Why would you not just wipe your whole Instagram though?
Yeah,
or
it's interesting what he
off of everything.
Yeah, what he left and there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason, but maybe.
But Robyn hasn't touched hers. She left hers completely normal. So it wasn't like a coup, and she didn't.
Was Aurora in charge of it?
Maybe she was hoping she's not in charge of. She shouldn't be in charge of spelling. I'll tell you that much. That's how I became a Manada.
Well, speaking of Instagram,
people are still able to post comments.
Let's look at some comments here. Snoopy the King Cat says, Cody, you made a mistake letting Janelle go. Maybe you're blind the way some things are. Christine was using you for a breeding bed. Meri was trying to control you, and Robyn wanted a house and money and TV show. But Janelle seemed to really be in it for the marriage.
Great comment.
Yeah.
That thought is over. Thought ended.
Right. All right. Right. What is this? Gilbo Reed says, never to blame, always perfect. Not.
It's a Borat joke.
That's like along the lines of Austin Powers joke.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to be funny. Teehee.
Yeah. Teehee. Oh, that's awful. Trash human. Sleep easy, pal.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you read Stephanie's there?
So this is on the picture of like the lit up flowers. Also, somebody in the comments says Christine is in that picture of everyone she just cut off. Okay, so fine. Just random that's in there. So then Stephanie responded to Trash Human Sleep Easy Pal. Oh, or I guess it's not responding to that, but it's a picture of just flowers. Oh, is this when he went to party during COVID when his daughter was undergoing major spinal surgery, but he couldn't spend any time with her because of COVID? laughing, crying emoji. How he still believes the bullshit rationalizations he made when he came to blaming COVID for his deadbeat dad decisions is hilarious because anyone who watched the show wasn't fooled. Crying, laughing, sideways emoji on that one.
Zing! Oh, I like this one. Okay.
They took their time with it. This one was edited, which
What
I like.
did I do? In quotes. We have a crying, sweating emoji. Then, okay, poop emoji dash personality. Poop, ignored biological children and girlfriends. Poop, abuse the above mentioned. Poop, stole from above. Poop, favorite wife and non-bio children. Poop, dancer. Poop, perm on weird bald head. Poop, 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 poop of a very delusional, mean, conceited, spelled wrong. It's the wrong. Conceited individual.
You got so far to the end without us any kind of like grammatic or spelling error.
Parentheses, if I left something else off, period. Please add.
They kind of lost the the train kind of derailed at the end there, but we got the point. We love it. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we've been there. All right.
Melissa, okay, so I think this is Robyn, right? Does it say Robyn?
Yes, this is
okay.
Robyn's.
So now let's move on to Robyn's, who again has not touched her Instagram as far as I can tell. Melissa says, in quotes, "My mom says I'm the scapegoat. No. You are the mistress, just like your mom was. 12 out of 13 children want nothing to do with you. What's the common denominator? You. It's obvious you are the problem. Everyone can see through your victim act. Hence the name Sobbin' Robyn."
I love at the end. Hence the name Sobbin' Robyn. In case she had no idea. Like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Someone finally explained it to me.
All right.
All right. I'm sure his elder children wanted those hugs and that type of love from their dad that you stepped in the middle and destroyed, kept them apart with your whining and crying, separating his children from him with your children that were not from him. That was all one sentence.
Still,
I
continue.
know it has nothing to do with the kids that you brought into this marriage, but you put your children above his children. It makes me sad to see that on Sister Wives Closet. You ran straight there and began to sell bracelets. You are a parasite on this family.
There's a real hard left into the Sister Wives Closet, which had not been mentioned in the first half of that. But it's, again, these people, we can't judge these people because once you get typing sometimes, then the thoughts are just going and you so many thoughts.
I liked the, and you sold bracelets there.
You ran straight there. Okay, here's another one from Robyn's. Janie says, "Oh, Robyn? Is this someone
rob them? Like she's robbing them? I think.
I get it.
Rub them. Oh, maybe.
Robyn was totally involved with that catfishing dealio." And then somebody responded to that.
I feel like that's something your mom would say.
Dealio.
And Daphne would say when she's like really giving you some guff.
Yeah, and then Rando Tondo 420 says, "Yep, her best friend is the one that started it all. Robyn's the one that fed the catfisher info to scare Meri and then acted innocent in all of it. I surely hope she reaps all that she has sown." I mean, I agree with that, Rando Tondo 420.
Zing. And last but not least, take it away. Now, this one we talked about, we're like, I don't know where they got their information, babe.
And we don't know it's either on Robyn or Cody's, but it doesn't seem to matter. But everyone I don't know where this information came from, but the only reason I screenshotted this is because I want to know if anyone heard, maybe Jean probably would know more about this. Is any of this true? Because I don't know where they're getting these numbers from. Okay.
Yeah, they might be getting the same place that someone who's suing me is getting their information because these numbers are quite inflated. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you have to go. Okay, we have 11 minutes. Okay, great.
Yep.
Okay. I know you have your phone call. Okay. Kath Eckstein says, just curious, even without Christine's paycheck, at a minimum, the 4 remaining adults get combined $100,000 per episode. And the episodes are weekly, with an average season running 17 episodes, which brings in a minimum of $1,700,000 per season. Allowing for taxes and living expenses, it's still close to that much because some cast receive as much as $40,000 per episode. Which I've never heard these numbers before.
Yeah, this seems really off to me.
Yeah, but how was that land not paid off earlier? Question mark. So that's kind of where Kath was going toward this. Like, with all that, why was the land not paid off? Although we all know the answer to that. It's QVC and Robyn. And I'm sure the minor children were also paid for their screen time as well, which I can say right now, that is not true. All the kids that come out and say, no, none of us were getting shit.
I was just going to say, haven't they said, like, yeah, no, that's why a lot of them are upset?
Yeah. And then she goes, we'll never get an answer to this. And then the seller, maybe there's more after that, but that I just didn't screenshot. But anyway, I don't think any of that's true. I always heard it was like 120 grand. Isn't that the number that you were hearing? It's like
Yeah, I
100 or
think
120. And then everyone was getting that. Then he negotiated it down to
yeah,
just
right. It was
lump
instead of
sum.
like per family or per wife, it was for the entire family.
Great. What a
Big-
genius at business Cody is. Business.
Yeah, it just does not sound right that it was
Oops.
100,000 an episode.
No, but I'm
that's
interested. If Cav
insane.
Eckstein is listening, I would love to know where you're getting that information because I'm
Yeah.
fascinated. I'm so fascinated by the money. Janelle saying that she wanted to lawyer up this season. Give me goosebumps. So
Yeah.
always here to talk about
Again,
the
she needs a forensic auditor, and God, what I would give to see those numbers.
all right, are we on to the trailer?
We are. It's time.
Look at us with the time management, Jody.
I know. So you sent this to me. What was this, yesterday?
Yeah, somebody
And it's
posted it
just
on
a
the
little
Facebook
sneaky
page.
peek. It's not a very long trailer, not as long as the first one.
But it gives a little bit more than we had
yeah.
in the trailer.
Yep.
Here it is.
So you can look this up on, TLC, Sister Wives, on their Facebook and all that. So you can catch it there if you want.
Or just go to our Facebook page. It's We Love to Hate TV, even though it should be called everything. We Love to Hate TV. Just answer the questions, even if you don't know the answers, just so we know you're not a bot. We'll let you in. It's a great group. But somebody posted this. I'm going to play it. I'm just going to let it play all the way through, and then we can just say, because it happens really quickly. Then we can just say
it is
little
fast.
extra points. All right, ready? Okay, I'm going to do this.
The dream of the big polygamist family is just shot.
I'm not going to be friendly. I don't really miss him. Let's just separate this completely.
They have all betrayed me.
He is sabotaging our relationship.
I'm out of my mind.
I've seen this coming for a long time. It's really a mess. I feel like the idiot that got left behind.
Because you are. Because
They really fiddling their ass off
are.
there. Couple things to just note. So I'll play it again. Janelle walking her dogs, the two dogs, one on each hand, which is a weird way to walk dogs. That's from 2 seasons ago.
I was gonna say we've seen Janelle walk those 2 dogs. I don't even know if they're still alive.
No,
I mean,
one of them
they
has
are.
passed. No, one of them has passed, I think. So anyway, that's her. But then I think it was Reality that posted this on Instagram, or this is the first person I saw, but it was like all the shots of Robyn and Cody hacking at logs. Robyn's like watering.
And
it's
the
like
log killed me.
Yeah, Robyn and Cody doing as much as possible to make sure they don't film inside their house.
They're outside in the cold.
Yeah, and Heather McDonald was saying, because Heather McDonald likes to pretend, again, she's coming up again too. And her and Lindsey Graham are on my mind today, I guess. But she was talking about it with Julie and Brandy, and I'm like, you don't know anything about this at all. They're like, this is our thing. But then they're like, I think Robyn's going to leave him. It sounds like Robyn's going to leave him. I'm like, if you've ever seen the show, there's no way you would think that, ever.
That's not leaving.
Also, that was fake. 2 years ago. Fake.
Yeah, and I don't think, Cody's like, I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is it me? But yeah, it is you. But
yeah.
Robyn, he's sabotaging our relationship. Whatever.
She knows what the audience wants to hear. Like, well, if they think I'm gonna leave. Oh, but Heather McDonald thinks that.
And I'm the victim of Cody. He's so stressed out, he's taking it out on me.
That's definitely the angle that they're going with. But she thinks that they're not filming in the house because Robyn's a huge hoarder. But no, I'm pretty sure it's been pretty much like we've all agreed that it's because of all the art and because they don't want to be audited. Yeah, Robyn hasn't cared before what her house looked like. Yeah.
Yep.
She's never cared.
We know things of value that you have in the house. So
yeah, that's 100% why. Because now Janelle has lawyered up. Please God, let that be true. And the lawyers are probably like, let's see all the shit in your house.
Yeah. Let's see what your assets are that were purchased during the relationship, which would include Cody and Robyn's.
Yes.
And pay up.
Let's play it one more time.
Yes. Oh no, let's do it. Let's play it one more time.
Yeah. And guys, let us know in the comments if you anything else, if you can handle the comments. Let's do it.
Yeah. No, everyone's doing awesome.
Sorry. It needs to finish.
The dream of the big polygamist family is just shot.
The music. I love the music.
I don't really miss him. let's just separate this completely.
They have all betrayed me.
He is sabotaging our relationship.
I'm out of my mind.
I've seen this
The
coming for a
drama.
long time.
Robyn with that huge rake. The world's biggest. It's comically big. It's a prop.
She's never
Right?
picked it up ever. Yeah.
She's never picked
She's
anything
like
up.
pushing it the wrong way.
And then Cody, I am out of my mind.
And she's like, oh, Cody, no.
Yeah.
Cody.
Ugh. She looks pretty in that shot, though. That's the one
Ew,
shot
don't
that
take
she
it back.
really looks okay.
Take it back.
Even with the purple.
Take it back.
Cody on a bike.
I feel like the idiot that got left behind.
Cody on a bike. Just here I am, cycling.
Mhm. I'm angry biking. Urgh. He needs to exercise his
Oh
quadriceps.
my god, I can't wait for this
Trapezoids.
season.
Trapezoids, trapezius.
Trapezius. All right.
Yeah, did you see those six-pack abs? That's right.
That's all I can ever look at. Okay, guys. Well, Jody has
Oh,
a very
cool boy.
important Zoom meeting or phone call. I got
Yeah.
shit all to do except I'm recording 2 episodes with Joan later. So I think
And you got to
that's it.
replan that date because he's making you
I
horny,
think
baby.
have we all agreed as a community here that that's not happening? But I
Well,
should
now
get.
we
I should ask.
want, now everyone wants you to pursue this just for the story. So
Okay, but also the grammar is not really great throughout the texting either. So that was already kind of on the docket. All right. Well, anyway, well, more to come, more updates
Yeah.
on all that. Stay tuned. Check out our Patreon. Please smash that like and subscribe.
yes, and we'll be back
And-
next week,
Yeah, and-
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, Scout just jumped on too. Okay,
Aw.
love you guys. I'll hit the outro so we don't do what we did the last like 3 weeks.
All
All right,
right.
love you
You're
guys
all
so much.
adults. Bye bye.
Bye.
Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast, that's patreon.com/trpod, and We Love to Hate TV, patreon.com/love to hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.